but instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Another first down as they look his way again, this time 19. Counter play with Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jacobs, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. Matt Judon there on the stop. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw his Carr. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
83,
Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now Carr. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact,
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Max Crosby, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On second down, Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going deep here for Bryant. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Ravens 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on them.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Rolling to his, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
To kick off for Baltimore.
hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Carl try it again on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carr going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And goal to go.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
He was brought down.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ravens 19. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action now. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 81 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Vegas, first down.
Carr going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing now is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Raiders 40, Ravens 31.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy